Well, hello. How are you doing this evening? I am Eve with the Baby's Booty, and we have an embroidery project to do tonight. We've been doing a lot of rhinestones over the last couple of weeks, and we've been doing some sublimation. Well, it's time to get back to the basics, and we are going to work on a super cute embroidery project. I hope you're ready. It's completely in the hoop, and we are doing an in the hoop embroidery project, and it's partly we got some toys in for those who love to embroidery. Of course, they're toys, but we got some toys in for an embroidery project from DIME, which is Designs in Machine Embroidery, and they sent us a really cool new product that they have. Well, I'm assuming it's new. I haven't seen it before. And it took one idea to solve a problem that's common with doing machine embroidery and combined it with another part of doing some machine embroidery projects and married them together and came up with a really nifty idea. I'm super excited about this one. So we're going to show you that as well as a new thread color palette for the fall season. And we have an embroidery project that goes right hand in hand with the fall season, and it's super yummy, but it's in the hoop. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please hang tight with us as we get into our in the hoop machine embroidery project. Now, the cool thing also about this project, it is 4x4 friendly. It is definitely 4x4 friendly. Although tonight we are going to use Faith. Okay. So let's pull up Faith so that you can see what she got going on. Let's see. She is right here, I believe. Yes, she is. So this is Faith. Faith is already ready already. She's sitting off to the side and she is looking forward to hanging out with you guys, the 5x7. But we will be using the 4x4 size, but we're going to do it with a 5x7 frame. All right. So yay, 4x4 friendly. Holler. All righty. So let us get to show you what we are working with tonight. Give me 1 second. Boom. Let's see. This is what we are going to be doing tonight. We are doing a slice of pie. All right. So it is completely in the hoop, but it is a pin cushion. How super cute is this? It is a pin cushion. So the pin cushion has several pieces. We got the side, the other side, the back, and we got the top bottom, then we got the top, and then we have this cute freestanding lace that's going to go across the back of it. Now, the other thing about this project is it's so adaptable. You can do any number of things. Like this is cherry pie. This would be probably key lime pie. We're also going to work at making some blueberry pie, although I don't have this really cool blueberry fabric, but we're going to pretend and we're going to use blue. And this is how you can make a really cute trio pie set for a fellow crafter who likes to craft and who loves pie, much like myself. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. The link to this design, this 4x4 design, is in the description below. And look, you guys, right now, whoops, it is on sale for $2.10 through Tuesday, August the 16th at embroiderylibrary.com or emblibrary.com. Okay, it's Embroidery Library is the name of the company. So definitely check these guys out. And like I said, this is on sale for the time being through Tuesday, August 16th. You can use this one cherry pie slice pin cushion in the hoop design to change up the colors of your fabrics to make this variation of a whole pie once you put all of the slices together. So 6 slices will make a whole pie, right? Now, while you're here, just a really quick tip. I absolutely love this website. They have phenomenal embroidery machine designs. Now, I'm not an affiliate with them, but I've been buying their embroidery designs for years, and their designs always stitch out absolutely beautifully. You can go to where it says designs by category, and then you can click on where it says free designs. And once a month, you get an absolute free design. This one says farmers get all the chicks. It's absolutely free. You can get 1, 2, 3 different sizes, test out their designs, and it's all free. All right. So definitely check them out. Once a month, you can get a design in multiple sizes for free. So if you're new to embroidery, this is a good way to build up your embroidery library, your personal embroidery library, and to try out some other embroidery designs other than what you may already have access to. All right. So definitely check those out, your free designs. But for the time being, we are going to do this cherry pie slice pincushion in the hoop. All right. So I want to go ahead and get into our chat. That's one of the things that we do as members here on this channel. We like to say hi to the folks who take the time out of their busy schedule to join us. And so I'm going to jump right into there and do that because this is a project that's going to take a little bit of time. So I want to make sure I have plenty of time to get at least one pie slice done. All right, at least one. So that's what we're going to do. And the doer says she guesses she's first. Yes, she definitely is. Welcome, Dainty Doer. Thank you for joining us. Lena Doyle is a YouTube Who group member, and we appreciate it. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. Beautiful Soul, hello. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. Miss JB, thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. We appreciate you. Baby Giant Services LLC. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Sheila Cushionberry, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening and for introducing everyone to our chat. We appreciate you always. EJ's daughter, hello. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. And So Crafty, always a pleasure. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member as well. Anita Ulmer, thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. Candice BIC Design Creations, hey honey, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member as well. Bonita Neely, hey honey, welcome. We have Kevin Moore here. Hey Kevin, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. We also have Dimps, who is Let My People Go. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member. We have Leila Nelson. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member this evening. Gina Goins. Hey, honey bunny. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Laura E. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Andrea Ross. Hey, you see Faith sitting over there on the table. Hopefully she'll act right for us this evening, ma'am. Since you're here, she should be on her bestest behavior. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member. Tyne, you is a YouTube Hoop group member. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. Nicole Reeves. Hey, honey, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member as well. Miss Carol Coleman's in the house, and she's a YouTube Hoop group member. Miss Beverly Smith is here, and she's a YouTube Hoop group member. We definitely appreciate the both of you very much. Embroidery Diva is here. Well, hey, welcome. Come and joining us for some embroidery. Robin Schreiber, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Gloria Henry, hello, welcome. Lena Doyle, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member. We have Ashita Solomon, Angelia Baker, Nora Quinones, hello, welcome. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Chris Smith, thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop group member. We appreciate it. Megan with Marilyn. Hey, Bling Thing. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member as well. Renee Totaro from New York. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Deborah Garrett. Hello. Welcome. Ms. Roslyn. Thank you for being a YouTube Who group member. Roxanne Wallace is also a YouTube Who group member. Thank you. Design with Love. Hello. Welcome. Dainty Doer says, yep, can't wait. Well, we are here this evening. Just Paper Crafting, welcome. Thank you for taking time out of paper crafting to come hang with us over here. We also have Sherry B. Watson from Texas. Willie Roseman, hello. T-shirt chick, hey honey, welcome. We also have Elle Nicole, who's a YouTube Who group member. Welcome, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Who group member. We also have Calitrish B. Hey, welcome. And thank you for that really good suggestion about blinging those shoes with Patrice a little bit earlier. That was a super cool idea. Linda Gray, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member. We appreciate you. Craftable Things. Hey, honey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop group member, even though you're over there blinging shoes. Mary Brown, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We appreciate it. Hey, Jesse Gibson, how are you doing this evening? It's funny. I was just telling my husband about meeting you at the Graphics Pro Expo. Are you going to be there again this year? I sure hope so. Look forward to seeing you. If not, I'll miss you, but I'm glad you did come and meet me at least the one time. Yes, this is a one needle embroidery project, Dainty Doer. I'm super excited about it. Let's see, who did I miss? Teresa, Sister Heart Crafts and Things. Happy Sunday to you as well. Cynthia L, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Creations by K. Aisha. Hello, honey bunny. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Byron F here. Hello, welcome. Miss 143, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I think I'm getting caught up, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. Carmen Alvarado, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Shirley Dabney's a YouTube Hoop Group member. Yvonne Hudson's a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Sonia Siegel's a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you to the three of you for being YouTube Hoop Group members. I appreciate it. Lariat Suggs, welcome. And thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And you're followed up by Sharon Davenport, who also is a YouTube Hoop Group member. We had a lot of supporters in the house, and I am so thankful and grateful to all of you. Thank you very, very much. Miss Eartha Lewis is here from Port Allen, Louisiana. Welcome. Yay. Pamela Banks, welcome. Thank you for joining us too. Robin Cornish Spencer, Suzanne Go Grand Go. Man, that's a lot of awesome folks. Miss Debbie D, Crafty Puerto Rican, Robin Boyd. Oh my goodness. Sandra Lewis, Crafty Sassy Queen. Marianne is here. PJ Coppage, Jacqueline Martinez, Patricia Johnson, Casper's Creations. Oh my goodness. I can't even keep up with everybody. Karen D, hello. Jennifer Vincent, hello. Let's see. Rhinestone ice picks are the cutest. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Congratulations on 7 months as a Hoop Group crew member. Woo! Holla! Holla! Thank you, ma'am. Belinda West O'Neill. I have seen some designs. So not necessarily pertaining to Black history, but I have seen quite a few of the more native designs and ethnic design. So I'm not sure. We'll have to double check. But yes, all of their stuff is done in house. They are absolutely correct about that. Hey, Kim, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss Bickham, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Design with love. I just got my first embroidery machine yesterday. She says it's a Brother PE 800. Well, you know what that means, ma'am. We ring the purple bell for all the new babies that come in the house. So congratulations on your new Brother PE 800. Congratulations, ma'am. And you can join in with this project tonight. Super, super easy. Precious Creations LLC. Hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I'm excited. Nora 22,000. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I absolutely love it, y'all. I'm about to scroll all the way because I can't keep up. Patrice Williams, hello. Is that a fancy mic on your ear? Not necessarily fancy. Number one, it's about to die. So I'm about to have to switch to the old timey wireless headset so that I can keep Mr. McQuackins in my ear. But it is a bone conducting headset. It's not like new technology, but it is helpful technology. So this one just sets on the outside. Nothing goes inside my ear because I'm starting to get hard of hearing. So with it being on the outside and conducting through the actual bone in the on my temple, well, not temple, but the bone right here in front of my ear, it allows me to hear a lot better and a lot clearer than if it was inside my ear. And also, I have sensitive ears and waxy ears for whatever reason. That's a tragic combination. Ooh, I hope you don't have that. But earbuds, normal earbuds like these, just don't like to stay in my ears. And I also tend to get ear infections. So this helps a whole heck of a lot. So I'm not sure if any of you guys have any issues like that, but if so, bone conducting, definitely the way to go. And so that's what this is. This is just a simple Bluetooth headset. It just doesn't go in my ear. It just sits on the outside, right up against the front of my ear, and I hear very well, very clearly with that. So I absolutely love it. All right, you guys. So I'm going to, hey, Barbara Taylor, welcome. Candace BIC Designs got a new Epson Echo tank to replace her old one. Back to sublimating, something like that stuff, girl. Woo! Holla! Congratulations. That's what's up. We like sublimating, girl. You know that's what's up. Let's see. I'm gonna have to scroll. So Baby's Booty Group is different from Hoop Group. No, so Sister Mom Juno, there is a YouTube Hoop group right here on YouTube, and then there's the Facebook group, which is the Baby's Booty, but it is actually the Hoop group. So the Hoop group is on Facebook. So, there's no charge for that one. But over here on YouTube, you can subscribe and be a YouTube Hoop Group member, which just offers small financial support to the channel. Unless you're a captain, it's a little bit more support, but it is support to the channel. And we definitely appreciate all of that, which of course, Mr. McQuackins laid me out today a little bit because I was not able to get to the captains tonight. But on a positive note, I had a very restful weekend. My parents called me up for an impromptu go to the mountains and chill out weekend. So me and Mr. McQuackins sped out yesterday, early afternoon, and we got to the mountains. It only takes us like an hour and a half to get to the mountains. And so we just kind of like chilled out. We went to a craft fair, y'all. I wish I had what I bought from the craft fair. One of the things, like they had wooden little containers that they did laser etching on the top, and I was like telling Mr. McQuackins those boxes are absolutely beautiful. They're super stunning, and he was like, "Ooh, I love this one," and he was showing me that one, and he was like, "Ooh, I like this one. I think you would like it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I would like it," But in the back of my mind, what was I saying, y'all? We all crafters. So you know what I was saying. I was saying to myself, shoot, all I gotta do is call Patrice or call Make 'em with Maryland because they got a glow forge and they can make it for me too. They can put what I want on a box. But if you want to support the crafter, I have no qualms with it. But I know my friends can make it too. What? Holler! But then we came across another craft booth where this guy made some really cool sculptures, but they were out of spoons and forks and butter knives, y'all. That was like super, super duper duper cool. Very, very cool. So I got a couple of things to go out in the garden, little flower area. So I think that's going to be super cute. And then I found this other lady, she makes pottery items, like one of her items was like a bunt pan. I think that's what they're called, that you make pound cake in. The pound cake with the thing to go up in the middle and to make the pound cake shake. Well, she had little teeny ones that were made out of pottery, and it was super dope because she did pottery in all of the colors, all your primary colors, right? And so the little bunt pan, they had them in all the colors but purple. And it's cool because she had a recipe in it for cold oven pound cake, right? So the cold oven pound cake, you just mix the ingredients, blah blah blah, put it in that bunt pan, put it in a cold oven, and turn the oven on, and it makes a little teeny pound cake, right? I thought it was super dope, but I was like, bruh, you don't have one in purple? Do you have it in purple? Can you make it in purple? She was like, I can make it in purple. I totally will. I was like, I want it in purple. And so she's making me one in purple, and it's something else that she's making in purple. But I was like, okay, let me, pay for it. And then she was like, nope, you don't pay for anything till I send it to you. You get it and you love it. She said, then send me the money. And I was like, all right, what? And she said, we love trusting people. I haven't been burned yet. I said, it is nice to see there are trusting folks in this world. I am so excited to get my pottery. And when I do, I'm going to make a cake and I'm going to eat it just for y'all. I swear I am. I'm going to eat every crumb just for you. And I'm going to think about y'all while I'm eating it. I promise I will, because y'all my purple homies. Y'all understand me. And you know I love purple too. So at any rate, enough of all of that. Did you do what I think you did? Oh, you brought them. I didn't want to show that, because I know my Patrice can do it. But I'm going to show y'all anyway. Look, my honey, he's so sweet. He went and got them boxes so that y'all could see him because he loved his box, y'all. I'm gonna show you his box. And I'm gonna show you the one that he got for me. He spoiled me this weekend, y'all. He got me another really big present that I really should ring the bell for, but I'm gonna have to defer on that for a moment. But look, this is his box that he got for himself. You see it? Yeah, there we go. It's a triceratops. That's him favorite dinosaur. He absolutely loved the design that was on top. I was like, Patrice totally could have made that for you, but whatever. All right. And it's got a magnetic lid, which is super, super cool. And then he found this one. This is the one where he was like, I think you would like that. I think you would like that a lot. And I was like, oh, that's super cute. But make it with Marilyn totally could have done this for us. But anyway, these are the boxes. And he loves y'all so much that he wanted y'all to see the other sculptures that we got. So here's one. He just brought them in, y'all. Here's one. This is a dragonfly. It's made out of spoon. No, this ain't spoons. These are like the back ends of the forks and spoons and such. How cute is that? I thought it was just absolutely adorable. I was like, I totally want that to go in my garden. And y'all don't play. Don't think I did not think. Don't think that I did not think this could totally use some bling too. You know, I thought it. We ain't gonna tell the person who made it. But yes, I thought this was super, super, super cute. And then Mr. McQuacken's, we were looking at because he had a big old peacock. Y'all, it was massive. It was super huge. And then he had fish. He had, oh, you know what? I got pictures. I got pictures. I don't know what I'm thinking. I got pictures. Hang on. Let me see. I know this. Look, I'm eating into my embroidery time. Oh, this is killing me. I'm sorry, y'all. Hang on, because it was just super, super cool. Like, for instance, look at the turtle. That was the turtle he made. That thing was massive. And then he made like here's the fish. Here's some fish that he made. Look at the big sailfish in the background. And then look, here's the guy that did all of this. And that's a peacock behind him that he did. I know it's like not super clear, but y'all look at how big that is. It's like huge. And look at the octopus. Look how massive the octopus is. I was like, okay, see, those are just like really super cool, really super dope. My headset just died, so give me a sec. But I was like, those are so super cool, super dope. And Mr. McCracken was like, well, I like that right there. And I was like, you like what? And he pointed, I was like, oh, that's so cute. So I got Mr. McCracken's thingy too. And y'all look, it's heavy too. Look. These are forks. See the forks and the spoons? It's an owl and his little weight that he's standing on in his horseshoes. This thing is heavy, but he was like, I like the owl. I was like, okay, I'll get you the owl. So he got him an owl, and all of this is spoons and forks, y'all, and horseshoes, but spoons and forks. Super cute, totally awesome. And I was just like, just so creative. That's what I love about us, you guys. We are creatives and we create on so many different levels with so many different things. And it's really awesome to be able to support one another in our creatives, right? And in our creativity. So I got that for Mr. McCracken's, and we're going to put those out. He said he's going to do some protecting on it and all of that jazz. So I'm excited about all of the fun we had at the craft fair. And then we went back to the cabin and we just like crashed, like knocked all the way out. And then we woke up in the middle of the night and started brainstorming about our upcoming buy-ins. So it was a really nice, relaxing weekend. I had a great time. And it was super quick because it was like Saturday and today, yesterday and today. And it was like, bro, my mom tried to get me to ride a chairlift. I refused, just to, yeah, no. It's a little bit too much to be hanging up there by a thread. I'm just saying. So anyways, let us get over to our project. All right. So again, this is what we're working on tonight. We're going to be working on this cherry pie slice pincushion in the hoop. It is a 4x4 friendly program. 4x4 friendly 4x4 friendly design for our embroidery machine. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we do have Faith set up and ready to go over on the table. Now, one of the first things that we're going to do is we are going to cut out our pieces. Now, Embroidery Library, if you download that cherry pie, it comes with 8 files, if I'm not mistaken. 8 or 5, I'm sorry, 8 or 10 files. Either way, one file is the embroidery file, and then there's an embroidery file with the same name, but it has DL at the end. That's die line. And that's what this is. It's just something that you print out from your embroidery software program. And then when you print it out, it prints out at the right size, and you use this to cut out your pieces so you don't have to do all that trimming when you are doing your in the hoop projects or your applique projects. Okay, so that's what this is. These are die lines, and what we're going to do is take this over to the table. We're going to cut out on the paper these shapes, put them on the fabric, and cut them out. Okay, so that's what we're getting ready to do. So let's go on over to our table, and then we will get started. So I'm going to switch you guys over to this camera, I believe, and show you the cool things that our friends over at DIME sent us. All right. So starting off with what they have sent us is our thread set, right? So here is the King Star Metallic Fall Quartet. All right. And this quartet is 4 fall colors. Now, y'all know what my favorite color is. So they already knew the deal by sending me this purple, which is absolutely gorgeous. Then we have some gold. We have some rust color. And then we have golden brown. Okay. So these are absolutely gorgeous. And if you look, these are metallic threads. So hopefully they will behave in faith. That's what we're hoping for. We're going to give it a shot. And then, like I mentioned, these are metallic. They are the fall quartet. And the link is in the description below for DIME. Just click that link to get to DIME and type in fall quartet. And it should pull up. The other item that they sent me are these wool pads, right? These are wool pads. And you guys know I was talking about the wool pads earlier. A couple of lives ago, and I was telling you that I needed to have a wool pad because I used to have a pretty big one. The one I had was about yay big. And what I could do is after you use it to press onto the wool side, whenever you know how you press out your seams whenever you're sewing or whatever. Well, when you're doing embroidery, sometimes you do have to press your seams or press something dealing with the embroidery, whether it's like, for instance, when we cut out our pieces for our pie, we could add some heat and bond to the back to make sure that the fabric doesn't pucker or doesn't stretch or anything like that. And then we can add it to our embroidery project. So that's where this would come in to protect my cutting mat from any heat, because the wool will absorb it, right? So they have different sizes in here. They have different sizes. Hang on a sec. Let me check and make sure my mic is right. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. My microphone was wrong. Okay, so these are our they come with different sizes. There's a 5x7 in here, a 6x10 in here, 8x8, and 8x12 in this pack. Okay, so this is super duper duper cool. It's wool, so it absorbs the heat and it kind of reflects the heat back, so that your seams and the items that you press are pressed good and crisp, right? So not that this isn't cool enough by itself. Whoops. Not that it's just not cool enough by itself. Hang on, let me grab a I think this is it right here. Yeah, it is. Hang on, let me grab this and show you just how super cool this is. I mean, it's not just felt pads. There's more to it. So if we open our pack, so this comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 different pressing mats, right? Let me show you what really is the cool part to these. You get 4 of them, but if you turn them over, you guys, if you turn them over, not only are they pressing mats on this side, you can use the other side to help you hoop your projects. And it's a non-slip surface to hold your hoops in place so that I can set this down, set my stabilizer on top, set my fabric on top if I need to, and hoop this without my hoops sliding around on this surface. So this is a slicker surface, whereas with this, all I have to do is just set it in place and it's not going anywhere. Okay. So I thought this was so cute. So awesome sauce. And I absolutely love these. This was a brilliant idea for a wool mat because it's dual use. You don't have to worry about, you know, just a one-use thing, because that was a kind of a drawback to the one that I had. It was huge, number one, but I mean, that's all it was just a pressing mat, so I didn't need it for anything else. Whereas with this particular application, now I will be able to use it for not just a pressing mat, but I can use it to hoop my stuff with, as we are going to do tonight. Okay. So again, yes, the link is in the description for these. Definitely check these out because this is going to be a big help for those folks who may have issues trying to hoop their projects. Okay. So what I'm going to do is move this out of the way for the time being and slide this with that and get this with that. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these so that we can go ahead and get to cutting this out because we're running out of time. Okay. So again, this is a 4x4 friendly project, and you need to upload the embroidery files, all 8 of the embroidery files. Yes. Well, no, it's more than 8. However many embroidery files it is that comes with that cherry pie design. And then the ones that say DL, when you upload them into your embroidery machine design software, which I suggest Sew It Pro, it's very affordable. It's $65. The link to that is in the description below as well. And that's what I use to print these out, these templates. Okay. So use that to print out your die lines, which is what these are. The DL files are the ones that you print. The rest of them you put on your embroidery machine. Okay, so what we're going to do is get all of these cut out, and then we can cut our fabric. Okay. Now I am using just some basic cotton fabric, nothing super fancy. So you don't have to worry about not having the right kind of fabric or anything like that. Even though with this project with pin cushions, I like to use the filling that goes inside the tomato pin cushions because those are made to keep your pins nice and sharp. So what I generally do is I abuse and remove the stuffing out of one of those tomatoes and I stuff my own pin cushions, but I can't find my tomato pin cushions, y'all. I was so sad. So I didn't have those for the project tonight, but Mr. McQuackins found me some suitable filling, some stuffing from something else. And then I also had this bag of sand from Dollar Tree.
thought about trying that. We'll see. I don't know how well that's going to work with this particular project because after you get all of the pieces embroidered, you hand stitch or you can glue the different pieces together to make the pin cushion. Well, I don't hand stitch well enough to hold sand. I don't think anyways. And I could probably stitch all of this out on my sewing machine, but then again, that means I'd have to bring out the sewing machine too, and I don't know that I'm ready to do that tonight because I'm still on bliss mode from going on a slight vacation. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. So we'll see which route I'm going to go as soon as we are done with the project tonight. But you see how my fabric has a little bit of wrinkle, so I definitely could use this on the opposite side along with my handheld press, my Amazon, what should I call this, because it's not a Cricut mini press, so this is my Amazon Cricut press. Okay, this is the Amazon Cricut press, and we're going to press some of these wrinkles out and get this so that we can, well, we can actually cut it out on there because the wrinkle isn't too bad right there. So we may not use that. Let's see what we can get out of this piece of fabric. So this is what you need to do. You need to cut out your different pieces. Now I could probably use my rolly blade, but we all know how dangerous I am with the rolly blade. Oh, these are not my fabric scissors. What am I doing? I'm about to mess all the way up. Hold on. Let me get my fabric scissors. We don't want that. Did I see somebody say anything about Miss Lori? Is she in here? Hey, Miss Lori, if you are. Hey, Gail Moore. Eve, could you have used one of your cutters to cut the pieces? Yes, you definitely can, especially if you put like heat and bond on the back to help hold that fabric still. Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can. But I did not have time tonight because I needed to come in here and do some cleaning before we went live. And you also can spray like some spray adhesive on these paper pieces and use it to help hold it to the fabric before cutting it out. You can do that as well. There's a lot of different little hacks that can be done. Uh-oh, hold on. Why is my thing not in my headset? Hold on, because that was more. Hey, Lori. Welcome, my dear. Let me get you where you need to be. Hold on. Yeah, why is that? All right, that's not right. All right, hopefully that puts you back in my ear, because if not, then something's wrong with my do flotchy. All right. Hey, D. Ashley, how are you, my dear? Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop group member. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. If I did, I apologize. All right, so let's cut out this shape. This is the bottom, and I believe we need 2 of these. But the top one, so this is going to be our bottom piece, and you can do heat and bond on the back. I'm just being lazy and not doing it because, let me see, do I even know where my heat and bond is? Let me take a look, you guys, see if I know, because this heat and bond is vinyl heat and bond. I know where that is, but the other heat and bond, I haven't used it in a long time. What are you? Well, we got this. We probably use this because I don't see the heat and bond that says heat and bond. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. This is for patches though. So let's see. I turned that on. So let us get another piece. And this will let us test out our our mattes live and in color. I'm going to leave that one and I'm going to grab the other one. All right. Probably should have used that one, but all right. So this allows me to press that and give it a nice, fresh, crisp. Look at that. The wrinkles just melt when you iron on wool. I don't know what it is about it, but there's some kind of something special about ironing on wool. All right, so we're going to cut this and we're going to apply this to the back. I'm just guesstimating, y'all, because this is, I said, this is some patch. It goes on the back of patches, but it's the same thing, you know, heat bond type stuff, but this is actually made for patches. Just barely big enough. And what adding heat and bond type stuff to the back of your fabric does, like I said, it helps with keeping it from stretching out of place, helping it all hold nice and flat and still, but it also helps with fraying, especially when you're using quilter's cotton. It'll help with fraying. So this will definitely be a plus to what we're doing. So I'm just going to use this. And I'm not going to slide it across like you do when you iron. I'm just going to hold it down, press in place, because sometimes if you slide, it'll kind of move the fabric across the hot glue and it doesn't like adhere like it's supposed to. So technically you're supposed to just press it in place. All right, and I can see the adhesive sticking to it. Woo, that's hot. Look at there. I think I got my temperature up too high, which doesn't surprise me. Do everything on high, chill. All right, so now this will hold in place. I'm gonna let it cool off, and look, my mat is still nice and cold, so I'm definitely grateful for that. All right, and we needed, okay, so this needs to be for the pie pieces, and this is for the top, and we need our crust. So that's pretty much, oh no, we do need one more of those for the back side for the crust. All right. I can't. Hold on one sec, because I guess y'all, my headset is broken. It's not working. So give me 1 second. All right. All right, you can repeat that. Oh, Kevin, you got a new Cricut mini press. Give me 1 second. We're going to ring that bell for you, honey bunny. Give me 1 second. And booyah, congratulations on your new Cricut mini press. Holler. Some side bell ringing action going on right there. All right, so let us finish trimming this out, and then we cut this out, and then we cut this part out. And y'all, this is stuff that technically should be done before the show, but I was so determined to find that daggum tomato that I lost track of time. All right, so that is out. All right, and now that this is cooled, actually, we can peel this, because we don't want to have our heat and bond on there, the backing rather, while we're stitching it. And as you see, it was too hot right there. You see that? All right, so let me see how strategic I can be. Something tells me that's not gonna work, so we're gonna try this different with a what's a face. Let me see. Oh, well, I'm going to use a craft knife. Hopefully it's sharp enough. All right, move fingers out of the way. And I'm just going to cut this inside out. All right, and hopefully this is going all the way through the fabric. Let's see. It definitely went through the paper. And yes, we did have some cutting through the fabric, but that allows me to finish this up with the scissors. So that's good. And I can see the attempted score lines. Okay. One more section. All right. Okay, so there we go. There's our top 2 hour pie. Walmart had the brother serger for $1.99 and you had to get it. Well, congratulations on your serger, Miss Nene. Woo! Holler! Serger life. Yas. Holler! All the R's, of course. All right, you guys. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead and cut out our back part to our pie because, of course, the crust does go all the way around. And I use a darker crust. You know, I don't like my crust this dark, but it's all right. This is the color that I had, and we're just going to rock with it. All right. So we've got our bottom crust. We've got our back crust, and we need to take the paper off the back of this. But you know what? We can peel that while we're stitching. Here is our top lattice part to our pie. And so we can set the lattice to the side. We still need this bottom and we still need this side. Okay. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some red. I was going to do a blueberry pie, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind because I don't have any blue thread. I only have, blue thread. I have that copper looking red, so we're going to use that. And this is, it feels a little bit sturdier than quilter's cotton, and to keep from taking forever. Well, let's see if it fits. Hold on. What did I do with it? It's right here. Oh, well, look at there. It does fit. Miss Lisa Williams just got her new embroidery machine. Well, congratulations, Miss Lisa. Congratulations. Holler. Yes. All the new babies. And then Miss Avery, she got her new 3rd Cricut. Congratulations on the Cricut life. Holler. Woo! Yes, hunty. Yes. Congratulations to you as well. So thank you very much for sharing your new babies with us. Let's see if this is hot enough without being too hot, because it was too hot before. I'm going to turn it on that 1 level. Yeah, I think 1 level was good enough because it's still, there we go. I think level 3 was just a little bit too hot. All righty. And let's go ahead and press over this way. And let's press over here. All righty. Press over here again for good measure. Nice. All right. All right. So now we need 2 side slices where you see the pie filling, right? So let's cut this out. And as Miss Elise Morris pointed out, you very well, yes, could use like your Cricut or your Silhouette to cut these out, as long as you can get the SVG from off of your embroidery editing software program. And we have L. Lynch just got an Amber 400 serger, self-threading air serger. Go ahead on, Fancy Baby. Congratulations to the Fancy Baby. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. That's fanciness going on right there, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your Fancy Baby with us. We appreciate it. We're going to cut out our second side to our pie slice. All righty. And then, okay. So this is pie slice 1, pie slice 2, and then this goes to the back. Okay. So here's our pieces for there. This is the bottom. This is your top, where you know how you crisscross the pie dough, but we also need the filling to be up under it. So we need one more cut out of that. So we're going to set that right here. And we're going to cut this out. And yeah, it would have been easier if I had used, get out of here, candle fly. It would have been easier if I had used like some stick spray, spray adhesive to get this to stay in place. But guess what? We're using what we have. All right. I'm pretty sure that's all of the pieces. All right. So let's get our pieces laid out. These are our sides. That's the back to the pie. This is the top filling. So what's going to happen is we're going to, well, that didn't work. Maybe it wasn't hot enough. Oh, well, we'll add it here in a sec. So this is going to be the filling, and then this is going to stitch over the top so that you can see, you know, the color of the filling. And then this is the bottom. And then we got some freestanding lace that's going to stitch as well. Now I'm going to leave this actually right here because I'm going to repress these red pieces to make sure that the heat and bind get to the back of it, since we went through all the trouble of cutting that out. So let me cut this back on, and I'm going to do 2 clicks on that one. But meanwhile, we need to get our stabilizer going. And let's grab us some tearaway. Yeah, we're going to use this right here. So this is we're going to use tearaway stabilizer. All right. And the tearaway stabilizer is going to, it's super long, as you can see. So let me cut this down because I don't have any pre-cut sheets for 5x7. All right. Set that off to the side. And we are going to cut this to size for our hoop. So again, as I mentioned earlier, now there's going to be multiple hoopings with this particular project, okay? So keep your stabilizer handy. Meanwhile, I'm going to check this and make sure it's not too loose, which to me this is, okay? I don't need it to slide that easily. So I'm going to put it back in place, and I'm going to just barely hand tighten it and give it a little bit more friction so that when I put this thin tearaway stabilizer on here, it will, you know, make it just snug enough. Okay. And so let's go ahead, and we are going to pop that in place. And because we have a friction surface that allows our hoop to fit nice and snug without sliding around, I had no issues hooping. So our hooping is done. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the embroidery machine. And what I'm also going to do is open our thread. There we go. Okay, because I have the file already on the embroidery machine. Now let me check and see which file they said was step 1. Meanwhile, we are also going to go ahead and add the front view so that you can see that as well. All right, so let me grab my Sew It Pro. All right, and it's going to start. This one is 1621A. Okay, so we're going to work on the sides first. All right, so our sides are right here. And you remember, let me see. Yeah, no, look, it didn't stick. So I'm going to go ahead and press this so that it'll stick. And I'm actually going to press it this way this time so I don't get adhesive on my, any more adhesive on my dooflachi. And by pressing it upside down like this, I can actually slide if I wanted to. But fortunately, I don't have to. I could just hold it here because it's so much bigger than that pie slice. All right. So, oh yeah, that definitely melted that glue that time. It's super hot too. Let's see. This one should have worked because this was done earlier. Let's get that peeled off. Because we're going to, this one is the back of the pie. So there's no embroidery that's going to go on the front of that. It's just going to go all the way around the outside with that embroidery file. And then with this embroidery file, it's, if you wanted to, you don't have to, it's going to do little fruit pieces to make it look like there's actually fruit in it. But as you saw in the picture on the website where they did the blueberry one, and the fabric itself looked like blueberries. So you could play it off by doing that as well. All right, that's an option if you so choose to do so. All right, so here is our other side. And again, I'm going to turn it over so that I cannot get adhesive on my little press thing. All right, move that out of the way. Oh no, I actually needed that. Now that I think about it, because that goes on the pie filling for the top. And is it this way? Hold on. Yep. All right, and let's turn this over and then finally press this. All right, and now that takes us to 10 o'clock, which gives us an hour to finish this project. Okay, boom. Let's turn that off. And now let's go to the embroidery machine. Okay, so on the embroidery machine, we've got the pie top right here. Then we got the freestanding lace as an option. And here are the 2 pie pieces that you can choose from. And then this plain rectangle is the back of the pie. Okay, so we're going to start with one of the front pieces. Okay, so we're going to select one and upload it. Okay, and we want to kind of, ordinarily, we want to match the color or whatever color you want your berries to be. Well, in this instance, we're going to work with this fall color. So this is what we're going to do to trim out our pie pieces, the crust. But with the berries, we're going to use this bronze copperish color to go with the red. So hopefully it'll turn out looking super cute. If not, forgive me, but this is what I want to work with because I want to try this metallic thread and see how well it works. Now, you guys know that Faith can be awesome with the right, holding your mouth right. Okay, so we haven't tried her with metallic thread yet, so we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. Worst case scenario, we're going to use some regular thread and not metallic thread. And then we'll go from there. But for the time being, we're going to try the metallic. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's get our first stitches going. Like I said, this is King Star Metallic Fall Quartet. Came with 4 different metallic colors. You got this gorgeous, gorgeous purple. You've got gold. You've got the copper color, and then you've got the gold. All right, so that's what we're going to be working with. Let me get the starter thread open. There we go. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bump y'all. My bad. All right. All righty, Faith. Let's see what we got going today, ma'am. So you follow all of the guides on your machine. Make sure when you thread your embroidery machine, let me do this again because something looks fishy already. But when you thread your embroidery machine, make sure that your foot is up. You don't ever want to thread your embroidery machine with the foot down. Okay. Actually, you don't want to thread any sewing machine with the foot down. You always want to thread it with the foot up. Okay. And because this is metallic thread, it doesn't fray, and it's not it's super stiff, so it makes it easy. I can thread it. I don't have to use the auto threader if I don't want to. So you see, I just go ahead and stick that joint right on in there, and now we're done. All right, so I have the first one. It's 5 steps. So let's see. Hopefully, you guys, come on. Let's all hold hands and hope for the best. And go ahead and hopefully get this stitched out. All right. And like I said, this is one of the pie sides. So far, it looks to be doing decent. All right. Now, pie side is the red, okay, because it's going to embroider fruit on here. So let's take this paper off because we don't want paper on the back. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying too much terrible attention to the chat. I apologize. If something super important comes up, please go ahead and post your question. And if it's not something that our moderators or Mr. McQuackins can handle, then he'll let me know. All right, so here is our pie side. And because we used the heat and bond stuff, it's kind of, you know, laying nice and flat, and it's being obedient. So let's go ahead and lay it within that die line. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and stitch this. Okay. So this is the second step, is going to kind of like tack it in place, basically. And what I'm doing up here is I'm just kind of putting a little bit of tension on this thread because y'all, she works a little better when I put some extra tension on there sometimes. It looks good. I'll have to double check it here in a moment. Hey, the sewing Brett, how are you? D. Ashley says, I need me another single needle embroidery machine. Should have never sold mine. It does help. It does help when you got something that you can do simple projects with. All right, so this metallic thread is on here. Let's take a closer look so that you guys can see as well. All right, so that's a little bit closer look. I don't know how well that's showing up because I have the autofocus turned off, but I don't know how well you can see the threads on there. It's stitched out pretty good. It did stitch out pretty good. Now, I will say that it's tearing my tearaway. So what I'm going to do is whenever you see that there's any kind of tearing or whatever, when you're using your tearaway, just slide another piece of tearaway up under there. Sometimes that's the saving grace you need, okay? Make sure that your project turns out super awesome. And if I knew where my 4x4 hoop is, I would have done this in the 4x4 hoop, but I can't remember exactly where it is. I have my 4x4 hoop for my little machine, but not the big one. Okay, so I'm just going to slide that right up under there, and that's sufficient. Now, step number 3 is going to do the fruit detail. So let's go ahead and tell that to stitch, okay? Look at there, that's coming off in a little bit of a tangle, so I'm gonna make sure that goes straight. And then sometimes a lot of folks get a lot of great results out of having the thread go through a tensioner, or let's see, looks like I see bobbin thread. Let's stretch this out, you guys, because look, that's keeps getting tangled. So a lot of times people put it in a cup over behind the machine. So let's try that out. And I'm not going to put it in a cup. I'm just going to set it over here, and that'll help me see and keep it straight. And see if that helps. Oh, well, congratulations, Sewing Brett, for being a glam mom. Congratulations, my dear. I hope you have been having fun crafting for a grandbaby. So as you see, I took it off just to be sure it doesn't, do a whole bunch of loopity looping, and it's stitching beautifully with the metallic thread. Okay. So we got us some copper colored fruit for our pie. I hope you don't mind copper colored fruit pieces with a cherry filling. Hey, NC Artsy Fartsy Crafts. Hey, neighbor, you're in NC, so are we. We are doing, and even though it's kind of cut off a little bit, but we are doing an in the hoop pie pin cushion is what we're working with tonight. And it is done primarily in the hoop. Now there's a little bit of something we got to do to put it together off of the hoop, but that is how this project is put together. And we got a few more pie pieces. And what I'm going to probably do, you guys, to speed this up a little bit, is I'm going to probably not stitch all of the fruit pieces on the next pie side, even though that is going to kind of look lopsided a little bit, but I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. My thread stand, I have nowhere for clue. It's around here somewhere. I don't use it that often. So it is MIA at the moment. Hey, Mary Williams, how are you? Allison Bolden from Louisiana, hello, welcome. Let's see how many more we got. I think there's like 2 or 3 more pieces of fruit, and then we'll be done, and I'll be able to show you what that metallic thread looks like. I use a thread stand and a net when it does not behave. All machines need the pressure foot up. I have not found one yet down. It messes with the thread tension down. That is absolutely correct. You should have your foot down when threading. Kenora Souls. Hey, Kenora. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, multi-needle would be kind of hard to fit in an RV. I mean, you could if that's all you did, like travel to shows in the RV and then used it on location. Then yes, I have heard of people using an RV for that purpose, but not to live in and to do embroidery projects. All right, so here is the embroidery with the metallic thread. It actually turned out super cute, you guys. It's behaving very well. So let's put it back on and finish our last few stitches so we don't run out of time. Okay. And this is step number 4 that it's about to do, which is some of the border stitches. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of the other piece. Because when this is done, we need to stitch this one. All right, so I'm struggling to get this paper off. Over here. There we go. Okay. And now let me get the, oops. There we go. All right, let's see. Hey, Kathleen V, how are you? The Ashley, hi, my dear. How are you doing this evening? It is stitching around our border right now. We go up. The Sewing Brat is awesome having you. PM St. Louis, thank you very much. It is absolutely gorgeous colors. Tamika Cole, hey honey bunny, welcome. Taisha Gardner, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss Lisa Williams, Nathan Potter, hello. Welcome. Again, L. Lynch, hello. Andrea T, hey honey. Avery Head, we are making a pie in the hoop pie pin cushion, if I haven't said that already. All right, so that was step number 4. And so now we need to, I was not paying attention. Look, I walked away and went over there to look at the chat up closer and almost caused myself a problem. Okay, so now we have one last area of stitching and then we will be done with this side of the pie. And then we will go to our next section. So meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and cut over here off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and cut another thing of stabilizer. So that it will be waiting on us for our next pie piece. Nice. All righty, so that is it for this particular side of the pie, okay? So all we got to do in this instance is tear it out of the hoop. That's it, and we're done. And I'm going to tear it from the other part. Now, if you wanted to, you could have stitched this with like water soluble stabilizer. And then you could, you know, kind of like get rid of some of these fuzzies because I used a more fibrous tearaway stabilizer. It has the fiber fuzzies around it, as you see. But that's easily remedied as well by just trimming some of those fuzzies. All right, so let's put this mat up because we're done with pressing. And now I'm going to take Dorothy Gaston got a new grandbaby. Yes, honey. Congratulations on these. But y'all got machine babies, real babies. Oh my goodness. Love is in the air. I tell you it is. Alrighty, so here is our, now we need to hoop our second hooping, which what we're going to do is we are going to put our next pie slice on, okay? And let me look at my time. I'm at 10:20. So again, I'm going to skip putting the fruit on, unfortunately. Thank you so very much, Chevin Davenport. I hope you have a great night this evening. Thank you. Woo! Holler. Have a good night, my love. Rest well. All right, so let me trim some of this away real quick, only because it's getting, oh, you know what? I can trim that while we're stitching. So let's go ahead and hoop this. And then we are going to press this in place since we have this nifty grip, which is holding our hoop in place for us. We're not using the pressing, the wool pressing side. We're using the grip side, which is so cool. D. Ashley, you do have to sew this together afterwards. Miss JB, congratulations on your new baby as what grandbaby as well. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, just all I'm going to say is keep that water away from me. All right, so there is that. Now we need, I'm going to go ahead and do like I did before and slide another piece of just some temporary stabilizer up under that as well, so that it won't tear our, tear through our design again like it did the last time. And all I'm doing is just sliding it right up under there. Okay. So this is the one we just finished. So I'm going to back out. And then I'm going to grab the next one, which was this one, and we'll upload it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip. I'm going to do my placement stitch first, and then we're going to do the tack down stitch. Okay. And then I'm going to skip the fruit because we need to save time, unfortunately. And then we are going to do the final stitches, which would be the border. Okay. So this is our placement stitch again for the second side of the pie. So this is going to be the pie slice, just like this. Okay. This one, the stitch just a little bit on the funky side, but not nothing too terrible. Looks like it needs some tension added on. So I'll have to check that later, but for the time being, there is our second pie slice piece, or the second side to our pie slice, and we're going to tack this down now. Okay. Faith is on a roll tonight, y'all. Hold on. Let us, there was a thing in there. Hopefully it won't mess up our stitching. It's starting to spin. That's where she said having a net on here would have been real helpful to help keep them stitches keep the thread coming up straight off of the spool. All right, so our piece is tacked down. So again, I'm going to end up, this really needs to come off, I think, sideways more so than up off the top. So you see the loop. Can you, well, that just made it worse because we're about the same color, but I don't know if you can see the loop right here and how it's twisting. Angelia Baker, congratulations as well on your grandbaby. It's looping like that because as it comes up off of the spool, it's coming off coiled. Okay. So in order to combat that, really, it kind of needs to roll off. If it could just roll off, that would be absolutely perfect. But what do I not have? A thread stand. And I don't have a thread stand that is sideways like this to allow it to roll off onto the embroidery machine. So I'm going to see if I can let my thumb substitute for a little bit. But we're going to skip stitches. So this is 3. We don't want that one. Oh, let's adjust. And we're going to skip stitches and we're going to go ahead to step number 4. All right. And then we're going to, unfortunately, not have fruit on the side of our pie, but we'll be all right. Yeah, it is a lot of babies. Long as them babies stay right over there where they are, I think will be great. Congratulations to all of you who have them. I'm happy for you. I really am. Alrighty, so again, we are stitching the second side to our slice of pie. Put horizontally in a cup so it rolls off like toilet paper and it won't kink. Uh-oh, something sounds crazy. Hang on. Uh-oh, I done caused the problem already. But we were doing good for a little bit. So let's see what kind of problem we got going on. because that looks like bird nesting right there. Let's see. We were doing good, y'all. Oh, yep. Look at here. And I can't pull it off like that so that I don't tear my stabilizer. Did that help? Oh, it was bound anyways. It didn't have anything to do with up under. That was up top. It was not at the bottom. I blame the bottom. Hold on. I'm sorry, Bobbin. I didn't mean to blame you. But I did. I apologize. All right. So let us get this trimmed. We'll back up a few steps. Okay. And now we'll rethread because it got hung, you guys. Do I have a cup right here so that I can hold it in place? I don't know. Yeah, actually, I do have a cup. Hold on. All right. Now let's thread. Yeah, I read that comment a minute ago. Trying to see if I have a cup. But they do make thread stands that allow you to put a roll of thread horizontal when your thread pin, or not horizontal because it's laid horizontal here, but it will turn it for you. So thread director, yes, thread director is a better term for it. I have a cup right here. I don't know that that's going to do any good. Let me see. Oh, because I think this is going to be too tall. I think that's going to be too tall and it's going to hold my thread. So I'm just going to have to be the thread stand, but it's no worries. We're going to get through this, and it makes me glad I skipped. Makes me glad I skipped some stitches. So I'm putting just very barely light pressure on the side of the machine up against the thread to give it just a little bit of tension. Because tension for metallic thread is completely different than tension for regular embroidery thread. I think I do have a thread net. Where it is, Lord only knows. It's over there on the other embroidery machine. Yeah, look at that. Look at that rhinestone blingage going on over here on the side. Rhinestones felt like it needed to make their own debut, apparently. So just need you to know that that's the bling extraordinaire going on down there in that lower right hand corner. And then if you hang on till right here at the end, look, it's already 10:30. Don't know. Let's see. We're going to try our best to get this project as close to done as we possibly can. I talk too much at the beginning, as always, instead of having these prepared ahead of time. But if you stay till the end, I'll show you a sneak peek of the project that we're going to do with craftable things that she doesn't even know about yet. But I need you to know about it because I want you to do it with us when the time comes. Look at that big old knot going down through there. That's annoying. All right, so that's that. And now we're going to go ahead and stitch the next part. I don't. Whoop. No, we're not going to serge anything. We're not going to serge anything. It's a super easy project that I think anybody can do, and we're going to do it with our embroidery machines. Because we haven't done an embroidery project together in a while. All right. So here is our second part to our pie. And of course, because we're having some tension issues, there's a little bit of uneven stitching, but we're not going to worry about that because you're not going to have that problem with your stitching. So you're going to do great with yours. All righty. So this is one side of the pie. This is the second side of the pie. Okay. As you see here. And then we have the back part, which is the crust. So we're going to, let me make sure there isn't anything that I'm sure there is something that needs to be done with it. Okay, so this is one part. That's the pie top. And then that's the freestanding lace, which I doubt we'll have time for. And that's the back, which the freestanding lace I think is the cool part. Okay, so that has to be the bottom. All right, so you could theoretically just lay another piece of tearaway up under this and make it work, but we're not going to do that. All right, so we are going to move to a part that looks to be kind of complicated, but it's not complicated. We are going to do the pie top, okay? And I'm going to save myself some aggravation. I'm just going to fold this and double it instead of sliding a piece up under it. I should have used a thicker stabilizer tearaway. Oh, let me loosen it because I'm using double. I told a cup that you get from McDonald's, poke the hole through the top, ran a straw through the holes, and that's how I used my holder. Took a cup, poke the hole through the top, ran a straw through the holes. Use my holder for the metallic thread. We need an image for that. Boobot, get up out of here. We need an image for that, my dear. Because at this moment in time, kid you not, my brain is not cooperating with how that worked for you. I would love to see it though, because I'm open to any suggestions. All right, so this is going to be for the pie top. So we'll go ahead and start our stitching. And as you see, I'm just using dowel rods for right now. Hopefully that'll work. Didn't want to work at first, as you see right there. Okay, so we're going to put our first piece down. I believe that's how this is going to work. Matter of fact, I think, let me see something. That's what I thought. Okay. That's one. Now we're at stitch 2. So I'm going to put this down on our die line, and we're going to stitch our filling in place. Okay. It's shifted on me. Give me a sec. Let's get this move right back over. Right back over in place. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention. Hold on, y'all. I was looking at the thread. Why? This is why it's better to pay attention to what you're doing instead of using the right thing instead of not the right thing. Okay. Because I should have been paying attention. Okay, let's get you out of there. All right, sorry about that, y'all. I wasn't even looking. And let's see, did my thing come out? Barely. My thread is what I was asking about. All right. Let's lift our presser foot, and I'm going to actually rethread because, it feels like that's stuck. So let's pull from this direction and thread all over again. Yeah, I need a thread stand. One of these days I'll get one. I just haven't done so. All right. All right, so there we are. All right, sir, I need you to cooperate a little bit better with me. Hey, is that gonna work? Let's make that work. Hopefully that'll work because that's getting on my nerves. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's try this again and see if the cup Thank you, Sheila Cushionberry. Hopefully this is a rigged version of what you just said. Is it gonna work? Look at her. Hey yo, hopefully, look, it's trying to twist on me. Stop twisting thing. Okay. All right, so now we need to stitch our placement stitch for our lattice top. All right, so we're going to stitch that. Oh no! So in the hoop is awesome sauce fun. I absolutely love in the hoop projects. When things are going right, things go absolutely great. Like right now, I'm looking at bobbin thread, and I don't know why, but we're gonna roll with it, and hopefully, it won't continue. Let's lift our foot and get this thread. There's too much tension somewhere. Let's see. In the hoop projects are usually very, very easy to do. All right, so now let's put our pie slice down. Alrighty. On our placement lines, I use a stick to keep that pie down. The more I use it, I like our painter's tape glue stick. Oh, yeah. Well, there's actually like some kind of what did I call this stuff? Heat and bond, which technically isn't heat and bond, but it is. It has like a slight sticky on the back of it, so that's been helping. But yeah, that spray adhesive, glue stick, yes, excellent idea. Painter's tape, yes, excellent idea. All of the above will definitely help. Thank you for the ideas and suggestions to make embroidery life easier. That's, as Sheila Cushenberry mentioned, that is what this is all about. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Because I'm looking at, I keep looking everywhere else, y'all. I don't understand. What am I doing? Why am I paying attention everywhere else? Like she said, keep that down and keep it from coming up. Am I doing that? No, I'm looking elsewhere and not paying attention. All right, so hopefully that won't move anymore. Oh. See, I'm having to pay attention to the thread and the thing at the same time. Okay. All right, now it's going to stitch down the middle, and then it's going to do the stitching on the edges. And then we'll be almost out of time, y'all. Swear we will. All right, and now we need to stitch our it's going to do our satin stitches for the decorative pre-wound bobbins. Yes, I do. Design with love. Check and rethread the upper thread. Yeah, I know I'm causing you issues, sir. I'm causing you issues. I apologize. I know. Y'all, why? Because it's live. That's why. No, yeah, well, something is wrong. Okay. Oh, it's not even, all right. Whoops. It was trying to tell me the whole time, Mother, something is wrong. I was like, oh, no, silly child, there's nothing wrong. You should be stitching just fine because you look okay. All right. Let's get you in there. And let's get you there. And of course, you didn't want to do that there, so I will do it the other way. I'll tell y'all, it don't pay to talk too much at first and not get stuff done. Okay. So we're just backing up some stitches so that we can go back over what we were doing. Yes, do use pre-wound bobbins. Whoops. Back to fighting with this. I did not use the red line because I wanted to show the hooping mat, and the hooping mat is for the this machine specifically, is why they sent it for a project with the 5x7 or the 4x4 is why this was sent. And of course, this thread that they sent as well is not necessarily thread. It can be used with a multi-needle machine, but that's not what this thread is technically promoted for. It's promoted for a single needle machine. These are so small. They can be used on multi-needle, but they're better used for single needle. So that's why we're using a single needle machine today. And yeah, most of the folks in here probably do have either a 4x4 or a 5x7 embroidery machine. So that's the other reason why I'm trying to get back into doing a lot more videos back with the single needle machine. I will still be doing multi-needle embroidery projects and whatnot, but the single needle is where it all started. So we're going to try to work with that as well. And I have been hard-headed for a long time, Miss Baker. So chopsticks aren't easy to do, whereas me just holding it has become so second nature. No, you're okay. It's not an issue. You were asking a question. You were asking a question. But yeah, no, now the big one has bitten me. The smaller machines, I haven't been bitten by those yet. But, and I don't know if you can see, there's some tension issues, but not too much because I keep having to keep it from tangling over here off to the side. I'll bring it up just a little bit so y'all can see. This is how I'm having to hold it to keep it from wrapping around the daggum sticks. And so every time it does, it's causing tension issues. I knew it. I felt it pop that thread, y'all. We need some bourbon here, sir. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let us do this again. Because yes, one thing's for certain, this is a project that can easily be done on a multi-needle machine as well as faster on the multi-needle machine. However, the majority of the folks, I'm sure, have single needle. All right, let's see. Can we get this project kind of sort of close to being finished? Probably not. We may have to do a part 2 with this later this week, y'all, because I promise you. Number 1, I want to have my proper filling for my pin cushion, because I do fully intend to use this personally. Come on, I threaded you just a minute ago, just fine. There we go. And then number 2, I don't want to half done thingy. All right, sir. Can we please? Can we please? Are you serious right now? Did it pop again? It did pop again. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think the folks in here is ready for me to introduce them to my friend Elijah. I just don't. I don't think they're ready for that. Uh-oh. Yeah, something is jammed up in there, y'all. And I hate pulling it this way because usually that means something is stuck in a tension disc somewhere. And that's never a good thing. Alrighty, y'all. Guess what this means? Let me see if it will thread again, or is it going to give me some issues? Okay. maybe not issues. Okay, it's going through. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Sometimes you can get some floss and go back and forth, and that helps. But there's like a catch right there. You see that? Let me see something. Is that what that's supposed to be? Yeah, that's how that's supposed to be. Okay. Only reason it's acting up because you're trying to hurry up and get it done. Ah, girl, you think I didn't know that? Okay, so let's recap. Because at the end of the day, what time is it? 10:52. Let's recap. Because what I'm going to do is a part 2 of this later this week. That's what I'm going to do. Because what I need to be sure of is that this, I forgot to do that part. Let's cut that. She said bling time. No, ma'am. Bedtime. That sounds more like it. Okay, so it did stitch very well. I don't know how. Ooh. Let's back up a little bit. This is like great, perfect stitch out with this metallic thread. It really is, especially right there and like right there. And then of course I did have tension issues here as the thread wasn't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me a thread stand that will hold it separate. The link is in the description, the Sew and Bread. It's at emblibrary.com. And I'm going to get a thread stand and we're going to revisit this with a different thread stand that will allow the thread to roll off a different way. Okay. And then we're going to finish this. Then I'll also have my pin cushions and we're going to finish this. And we'll also do this properly where this side and this side will have the fruit on it. Okay. That's what we're going to do. But meanwhile, what I also want to do is revisit this. Okay, you guys. So again, DIME was so awesome sauce to send us these pressing mats that are pressing mats, and also they hold your hoop in place to allow you to hoop easier. Okay, the link to this is in the description below. Just click on that and type in pressing mat. Okay, and you'll find this set. It comes as a set. It had 4 mats in it, 4 different sizes. All right, so definitely check this out because this is going to be very helpful for anyone who has a single needle embroidery machine, and this fits different size hoops. Okay, and it'll help you not only get your super crisp pressing seams, but it will also help hold your hoops in place as you are trying to get your fabrics hoop. Because you guys know the hooping process can be the most tedious part. So definitely check this out. Link is in the description below. I do love these. I do like pressing with wool mats. It's just that for me, which I didn't notice that with these, the one I had before had an odor to it. I didn't like that part. But these, they don't have an odor. They did not have an odor. They really didn't. And it helps protect my cutting surface because this thing does not like heat at all. It warps. So, keep that in mind. And then if you want to do this with me with our next show, which will be soon, I'll let you know in the hoop group on Facebook and here on YouTube. I'll try and come on like one day during the week. So you can definitely check out this metallic thread set. Like I mentioned, this was like the copper, this is the gold, this is like the light brown, and of course the gorgeous purple. Okay, so we might have to do a plum pie instead of a cherry pie, but I'm just saying we'll see if we can't find some purple fabric for that. But here is those. And now going back over here to my desk, I'm going to change the camera to over here. I'm not using any special needles. They definitely let me know what to use when I was sent the information. And I'm more than positive that, so different machines like different threads, and different machines have different temperaments. And metallic or not, I still have to use a thread stand. I don't have to use any specific needle, just a specific thread stand. But at any rate, here is the design again that we just did. Please keep in mind, this is on sale until Tuesday, August the 16th. If you want to stitch with me later this week, you can go ahead and grab this design, but it ends, it won't be $2.10 anymore after Tuesday, August the 16th. So just keep that in mind, but it's right here. Now, as many of you guys know, a lot of times I will stitch with Patrice with Craftable Things, right? So, as you guys are aware of that, we find different projects that we like to do. And what we did last week or week before is we did the serger, and we made the little bummies, which I need to get in touch with Mary and send her the bummies for Evie. But we made bummies. Well, next week we're going to do something even funnerer. And what we're going to do is we are we go together again, which we are going to do some cornhole bags in the hoop. Sorry if you didn't hear me, but this is the design we're going to do with Patrice. Okay. So check this out. This is on the same website where the pie slice is. Where the pie slice is, just scroll down and grab this guy while it's on sale. Now, unfortunately, which you can't see it. I just realized I don't know what has happened with that. So let us do this. There we go. Back to that. So here's the pie slice. Scroll down, and here is the cornhole bag that we're going to do with Patrice. She now she knows. So I thought this was super cute, and it needs to be done. And it's a regulation size cornhole bag. So because it's regulation size, we have to do, the four. Sorry, it's not for the 4x4 machine. It's going to be for 5x7 or a bigger embroidery machine. So we're going to do an embroidery project together. I hope you guys are ready for that. Go ahead and grab your design while it's on sale. Again, this one is also going to be on sale until Tuesday. So definitely check this out. And we will make a cornhole bag set. Now, there are also some pellets that go with it. What I'll try to do is put a group posting and share that group posting with Patrice so she can post it too. It's just some basic cotton fabric. You can also use like a heavy canvas type of fabric. And then the filling is what I need to get you the link to, because the filling is like corn. Because come to find out, I never knew that the cornhole game is made. The cornhole game is called cornhole because the bags were filled with corn, real corn, back in the day. But you can use it with dried corn, but the problem is if it gets wet, it will mildew and mold, and you don't want that. So they have these fake weighted corn looking plastic pellets that you can fill these bags with now, and it will allow it to be a fun thing to use with your cornhole gang for years to come. So definitely go grab this design as well. So grab your pie, which your pie is right here just below the bag toss, the cornhole design. This one is 4x4 friendly, but the little bags are not 4x4 friendly. They're 5x7 or larger. Okay. So grab those and come join us. It's usually the first Friday of the month, I'm pretty sure, Patrice. So that's what we'll do. And it's easy. It is very easy. So if you've never done an in the hoop project before, you need to come do this project with us. Okay. Because we're going to go along with it, and we're going to go step by step, and we're going to have a lot of fun making these. Okay. You only have a 4x4 with that project. I apologize, but you definitely can join us with the pie pin cushion a little bit later on, and we can have some fun with that. But there are tons and tons of 4x4 projects out there for in the hoop that are available, even on this website. But with that particular project, which is the first Friday of the month, we'll be doing that one. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's not 4x4 friendly. Okay. So thank y'all for joining us this evening. Like I said, we had a little bit of a snafu there with the thread. Not with the thread, really. The thread stitched beautifully. You saw that. There were no issues, especially in certain areas. But if I didn't have the thread laid properly, or put the correct amount of tension with it, then it wasn't stitching properly. And it has nothing to do with the thread. The thread was beautiful whenever I did hold it the right way. So I'm going to get a thread stand so that I can pay more attention to the embroidery and less attention to the thread. So I will be doing that this evening. But aside from that, I had a ball. It was fun. Thank you guys for joining us for that this evening. And next show, next Sunday. Yeah, Dime has a set of coasters that are 4x4 friendly, and they are free. So keep that in mind for your 4x4 embroidery project. So yeah, definitely check that out. Thank you so much, Miss Eartha Lewis, for mentioning that. And you're welcome, Patrice. I knew you would love it. And I wanted it to be a surprise for closer to Friday, but my thing is that design is on sale right now. So I didn't want to wait and then it goes off sale. Let's click on it. Like for instance, the smaller one that's 5x5, it's going to be $5 for that design. That's still not expensive. It's still not expensive. It's still very affordable. But right now it's $1.75. Y'all go snatch that up while it's on sale. And like I mentioned, it's two different sizes that you can choose from: 6.5 or the 4.5. Okay. So that's the only reason why I'm spilling the beans. Sorry, spilling the corn now is because it's on sale now. And I'd rather y'all grab it at a good sale and be prepared ahead of time. So you can get your fabric, whatever fabric color you want for your cornhole bags. You can get your threads, because like this one, this guy, he has on his black and gold belt. So this looks like it might be for holidays. But my thing is, I don't play cornhole when it's cold, sir. Sorry, we're going to have to find you some other colors to wear. So you can do your cornhole, guys, whatever colors you want. So get your fabric choice, get your thread color choices together, and join us the 1st of February to get your cornhole bags done. And don't play with me. We might have to just actually make a whole cornhole set and make Mr. McQuackins upset with me, because he's gonna be like, no, because that means you gonna want to pull out the saw. And I'm gonna be like, I'm just saying. I mean, what good are the cornhole bags if you ain't got the cornhole? We might have to find one to buy, because I don't see Mr. McCrackens letting me bust out the saw on camera. He has anxiety with me and my toys enough as it is. But I digress. Going back to next week. So definitely check that out. The link is in the description below for the pie. And then just click the link for Embroidery Library at the top and go ahead and grab your gnome bean toss bags or cornhole bags, whatever you want to call it. All right. So next week we have an unboxing. Mr. McQuacken spoiled me. He got me a new baby. Do y'all want to see what the new baby is? Which one is the regulated size? I think it is the 6-inch one, 6.5. Pretty sure that's the regulated size. But the main thing for the regulation also is the weight. And we'll talk about that, because that's all in the link with that design, and or you can Google the actual weight regulation on that. But yeah, we got us an unboxing to do, and I'm super excited, and I want to show you what it is. I'm not unboxing it right now, and I'm actually thinking about doing a standalone video to unbox it actually. But then Sunday we actually do the projects that I have in mind to go with it. So I'm super excited. You have a single needle, sweet. Somebody want to see the babies. Everybody want to see the babies. Yeah. So when we went out of town, he actually was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get this for you. And I was like, oh, aren't you so sweet? He has been working pretty hard. He has been working pretty hard. So, okay, let me go grab it. Let me go grab it and show you guys what that is. Let's see. Hopefully my skirt wasn't too short for TV. All right. Oh, and Patrice, you'll be surprised as well, but I'm not because I've been waiting on this for a minute and I just didn't expect it to come this quickly. I knew it was going to be a while. But here is the baby. Y'all, we got us a 15,000. And who can guess what I'm going to do with it? Who can guess? If you know anything about our group and our crew, you should know what I'm going to do with it. We are actually going to take away a printer that I have and put this one here. And it's going to be, yes, Dimps, yes, we are doing Echo Solvent finally. I bought ink from Uni, the best Uni. She sells Echo Solvent ink. I bought the ink from her a while ago, probably a good month and a half ago, and I haven't had the printer. I've been meaning to go look at them, at the smaller ones, and I just haven't had. I've been so busy, y'all. We've been busy. So today, while we were out of town, we just so happened to go to Staples to find some paper clips, and I looked on the shelf and I was like, wow, no, they don't have a 15,000. You know how hard I was like, it is hard. Y'all tell Mr. McQuackins how hard it is to find this 15,000. It's like next to impossible to find a 15,000 in store. And so I looked and I was like, yeah, they got it. But they also had a very small one that was on sale for $229. It was much smaller. And I was like, well, you know what? This is a chunk, so I'll just get the smaller one. They didn't have the smaller one there, y'all. They didn't have the smaller one on the shelf. And then they had one that was a little bit bigger, or it was about the same size as the small one as far as what it would print, but it was way more expensive than the 229. And I was like, well, if I pay that, then this is about the same. It's just a little bit more. And he was like, you know what? Just go ahead and get the big one. I was like, wow. He's so good to me. Even when I spill his secrets on air about the buy-in, he's just so good to me. He's so sweet. He really is, y'all. Him's a keeper. Yes, him is. So I'm excited to get this thing open. We'll do a video. We will put the Echo Solvent in it. I already got some sticker paper from Uni, so I'm excited about that too. And she told me about some printable vinyl to go get and where to get that. So I'm excited to get that before we actually go live and print. I'm not going to print anything. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna put the ink in it and probably do a video about that. But I'm gonna try real hard not to print anything cool until we go live Sunday. So this is the plan for next Sunday. Okay. So yeah, empty shelf space on top. Empty shelf space on top is for Faith. That's where she lives. There's a shelf down here that I'm gonna try and move up a little bit. And that shelf is, I'm gonna take that printer. I have a regular printer there. It's not in, it's just inkjet. And we're gonna replace that with this. And then this is now going to live there. Because I really don't use that printer anymore. I use my laser printer for office printing. So somebody mentioned to ring the bell. You know what? We're gonna ring the bell for Mr. McQuackin's purchase because we appreciate you, man. Woo! Mr. McQuackins, holler! Just a Mr. McQuackins bell ring, y'all. I don't know that he's ever had the bell ring for him before. So yeah, we want to thank him for letting us do Echo Solvent. I'm super excited about it. And so I look forward to sharing not opening, but printing out some really cool stuff next week with this and seeing what all kind of fun we could do with the Echo Solvent. And then I got to get with Patrice and learn some stuff because I haven't ever done Echo Solvent before. So she and I will get to holler at each other because I need to talk to her anyway. I keep saying that and don't ever call her. But I need to get up with her and then we're going to do some Echo Solvent, y'all. So thank y'all for hanging out with us today. And I look forward to seeing you all later this week because we're going to do this pie. We doing this pie, period, because I need a pin cushion that's cute. My pin cushion is just a bowl with fabric bunched around some stainless steel wool, blah blah blah. So I want a pin cushion that's cute, and so we're going to go ahead and finish that this week. And I'll have the stuff pre-done so we don't have to deal with this anymore. And I'm gonna get a thread stand. Okay, so you guys have a great evening. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. You guys know you all have my heart. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for your patience and putting up with all the live shenanigans because you know that's how it goes. Where's Patrice at with the Hot Mess Express? I'm just saying that's how it goes. But I do need to get a new thread stand. So until the next time we talk to you all, which we pretty much did. We did have happy embroidering. It was just, thread acting up embroidering. But that happens from time to time with embroidery. The next time, we're definitely going to have happy embroidering. So at some point later this week, I'm shooting more for Wednesday. We'll try to get together Wednesday and do our stitch out and finish our pin cushion. Okay? Y'all have a good night. Bye. Oh, let's see. How we going to end it? No video this evening. We will holler at you guys later. Bye.